I'm Key, a credit card, points and miles enthusiast and travel lover. On my channel, I discuss the mistakes I've made, my future travel goals, and overall credit journey since 2016. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Hello. Good afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, where it is 4:02. First, I normally get right down to business with exactly what I'm going to talk about today. That's not going to be the case today, but I do want to say this. Joe, thank you so much. I set a goal for myself to do at least 3 live streams in this first quarter of the year. And today I just wasn't feeling it, to be honest with you. I texted Joe, just so everyone knows, and he was like, yeah, send me a link. And I could cry about it. I'm not going to, maybe later. But Joe, thank you so much.
My love, no need to thank me. None. I'm honored that you thought about me. Come on. We've been there. We've all been there, God knows.
Yeah. So I hope this helps somebody, but I'm always going to keep it as real as I can with you all. And today's just not one of those days where I'm 100%. But with that in mind, I have the wonderful Joe, who's going to definitely put a smile on my face because he always does. Oh. And as do you. So thank you all for being here. I was thinking, Joe, let's talk about our travel experiences in 2025 thus far, because the world is crazy. And I just feel like that's important. And then we can talk about whatever else too.
That works. What happened to you today? What happened on your trip? What happened because normally you're bubbly and hyper and like all in on your trips. What happened?
Yeah. It's not even the trip per se. I'll get to that in a second. I guess just life though, right? Life has its days where you're just not feeling like yourself. And today's one of those days for me, to be honest. Just feeling all the feelings. Normally I'm a compartmentalizer, and I just try and tackle everything, that way. But recently I've been trying to actually feel my feelings and deal with them head on. So what happened today travel-wise? Completely different note. In addition to having that day, this morning I got my text message from JetBlue as well as Flighty. I use the Flighty app. It said, oh, your 9 a.m. flight is delayed until 11:16. So when I got that, though, I was already in my Uber to the airport. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll just hit up the lounge, or we have a priority pass restaurant too. So I was like, I'll hit that up. Tell me why, Joe. In the lounge, there's really nobody there because, most people don't travel on Sunday mornings. And my phone starts ringing with, what number is this? Hold on, let me just get it right. 347 number. I was like, who the hell is calling me? This lady from JetBlue was like, hey, we know you're here. The flight's fully boarded and we're waiting for you. I was like, girl, I thought the flight was at 11. This is at like 9:50. I was like, oh, shoot. So shout out to JetBlue. So I know I'm still having a shitty day, but JetBlue, thank you for calling me. You could have definitely left my ass. It was a full flight. I've never had that happen before. Have you ever had that happen, Joe?
No, but that they tell you a certain time, and that's 2-hour difference. That's not like 5-10 minutes. You could suck it up at the gate for that. But 2 hours, you're like, okay, bet.
Mm-hmm. So, and then not only that, right? They told me that my app, my ticket in my app was changed, and the TV screen in the lounge, said 11:16 or whatever it said. I was like, dang, like everything up in here is wrong. But I'm wondering if it has something to do with daylight savings time, like jumping ahead. I don't know if that messed something up. Like maybe it was supposed to be 10:16, like delayed till 10:16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could see that. You know what? It makes sense because then it's only 20-something minutes difference or 30-minute difference. Yeah, I could see that.
So I was like, okay, like as first of all, I'm sweating because I don't know if I know you haven't been to Providence, but our lounge is in the basement. And so I had to go up the stairs. I got my luggage, I got my backpack. I'm like, I'm an athlete, so I'm just running through the airport, sweating though. I got my winter coat on, like I'm doing.
You don't sweat, you glisten. Let's just talk it real. All right, you're glistening.
So all in all, one, I was having a really bad day, and I still am, but that's okay. I'm here with Joe. I'm here with y'all. So very appreciative of that. But then also, shout out to JetBlue calling me. I was literally the last person on the airplane. Everybody was waiting. You know, the first class people, they're collecting the real glasses before we take, like, they're ready to go. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. But got to my seat. 21C, baby. Got to my seat. They even had a little place for my bag to go. They were so
really Dan, that's impressive.
Yeah,
that is impressive. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so lesson of the story. I don't know if they're going to do that ever again, but I'm very appreciative that they did. And then secondly, answer your phone. I usually have my phone on do not disturb all day. And for some reason this morning I didn't. So shout out to, what was her name at JetBlue? I'm just going to call her out. Let me look at this voicemail. I don't even know what her name was, but she was so kind. She was the kindest person. She was like, hey, I know you're probably here. I can see that you're here. Just wanted to let you know, like, in the calmest voice possible. So
that is so fire. Like, yeah. Wow.
So I know that there's a lot of chaos going on with airlines and all of that. So I just wanted to share that because, you know, they don't have to do that. I was one person. They could have left me and I could have came on the later flight, but that was, you know, very generous, very kind.
Wow. No, I you know, and it is nerve-wracking, especially when they tell you there is a delay. You wonder what the hell's causing the delay, you know, especially if it's sunny where you are and sunny where you're going. You're like, okay, what's in between that's causing this? So I get that.
Yeah. Yep. So it looks like other people, I'm looking at these comments here as they come in. Thank you all for joining. It looks like some people had some issues on the last daylight savings time. So I guess it must just be a thing. So I would say if you're traveling, you know, this time or in the spring when it's in the fall when it's daylight savings time, just get to the airport at the regular time and go to the gate. At least just say what's up, see how it's looking, and then go to the lounge.
And you know, I think we've all been in that position at one point or another when you get those texts or when you get the automated text, right? Where they say there's a delay or there's a change of gate and you're on your way. To me, the worst I ever had was about 2 years ago, getting ready to go to Europe. I purchased these tickets a year in advance, a year to go to Europe. And it was the purple seats on United. So it wasn't business. It was the one behind business before the main cabin. And then they're like, you have to go check in with the desk, with the gate agent. I said, why? And they wanted to bump me and my wife from the flight. I was like, no. And it was a back and forth. The lady was nasty at the gate.
Yikes.
And then I finally told them, no, this is not going to happen. You're not going to leave. We're not leaving. So they offered one upgrade to business. So I gave it to Terry. And throughout the whole, while people are boarding, you know, and we were the first ones at the gate. We were the last ones to get on. Kid you not. So I'm sitting next to a woman. So I was the first seat behind business. So I could see Terry's face. And Terry had this face like, I don't want to sit here by myself. So the lady next to me goes, who's that? I go, that's my wife. She goes, what's wrong? I said, I told her what happened. So Terry comes back and I look at the lady. I go, you want to sit in business class? She goes, are you effing kidding me? Seriously? I was like, seriously. So she was like, to Europe? Yeah, it's a lie flat. Yes. And she went and she was eternally grateful, the hopeful, you know. So, you know, but I was mad because I was like, look, and it was because there was a flight that was delayed and they wanted to move people from that flight onto our flight. I was like, I bought this and I showed the lady 10.5 months ago. They weren't cheap. I paid $4,000 for 2 seats. Yeah. Because it was peak summer. So I was like, look, I'm not going to sit in the back with Adam, his kids, and whoever else. Not doing it. So, you know, needless to say that, and I could have made us think about it, but, you know, it was that kind of a thing. So I get it. And then just a week and a half ago, when I was coming back from Florida, I was hyped because I went first class, came back first class. I was sitting next to this guy who owns a multi-million-dollar insurance company on his own. Homie signed up to my channel. He subscribed right in front of me, right? Because I have my Whip shirt. He was like, wow, what the hell? And then he goes, we're getting ready to take off. And over the loudspeaker, they go, well, we have some bad news. We have to get towed back to the gate because the right engine isn't starting. And I was on the right side of the plane.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm looking out the window going, Nombre del Padre, Hijo, y Espíritu Santo. So the guy next to me goes, we're doing that now? I was like, we're doing this now, bro, because I'm terrified.
Yeah.
So they dragged us back to the gate, didn't let us get off. And then because I was seat 2, I see the people coming in with orange vests. The pilot has to come out. They had to go in there. We were there an hour.
Oh man, they didn't let y'all off? Okay.
No. And then there was somebody in the main cabin that had a panic attack, and they had to call somebody from the gate to come in and calm them down and offered to take them off the flight.
Yeah.
Right. And that went on for a while. But the young lady working the flight in the front could see in my face that I was just done. Right. And then she goes, can I get you something? And I was like, Tito's and cranberry. She was like, got it. So, normally you get those smaller cups.
Yeah.
I got the tall glass.
You got a 7-Eleven.
I was like, right. And the guy goes, yo, I'm going to join you. So he got 2 cups of wine. And then she goes, because we're still on the ground, I can't give you another one, but wait till we get in the air. I was like, all right. An hour and something later, the engine finally kicks on, and I'm just praying again. Yo, I got 4 Tito's and cranberry. The best ever I've had, I swear. I was done on the flight. That I was numb. I didn't put the screen on. I didn't care. I was giggling. I was telling her how beautiful her nails were.
You were going to do that anyways, Joe. Don't try to fool us with that.
Yo, her name was Amira. I never forget. She was like, I was like, Amira, hold on a second. And in front of her, I'm on my app going, Amira was the best agent ever. She was like, oh my God, that's so kind of you. She was like, you want some more nuts? I'm like, no, I'm good.
So let me ask you this, right? So again, a bad experience turned into, obviously I don't want you getting trashed on the flight, but they made you feel comfortable, right? Does that shape how you book future flights? Are you only going to now focus on booking JetBlue in my example, or I don't know if that was the United flight.
Well, I had United, right?
Okay.
So I basically fly United. I also fly JetBlue, especially if it's to Florida, because it's a lot of routes out of New York. It is what it is, right? Now in about, what time is it? 4:15. In a half hour, I'm dropping a video on Delta.
Okay.
Because
I'll tune in.
I just opened up a Delta card. Right? I gotta tip my toes into Delta. So see how that works.
Oh my God.
But it gives me options, right? Yep. So for me, what it does do for me, good, bad, or indifferent, and I might catch ridiculousness, even though the people that are here are really cool, and I know I love you guys. I won't sit in the back. I'm gonna sit up front. I don't care if I'm paying $300 or $400 more. At this point in my life, I want comfort. I want to be calm. I think if I would have been sitting between 2 people in the middle seat in the back, I would have pulled my hair, stressed. No, I was sitting in a comfy, and it was a new plane. That was what was crazy. Yeah. It wasn't an old United plane. It was a new plane. But I'm in a nice comfy chair. They let me recline back before we were chilling. And it was good. And I kind of knew things were going to get better the way they carried themselves. And that was, they kept coming back and forth to us. And then amongst themselves, they were laughing, joking around and stuff. So I said, okay, it's not that serious. And I even told the young lady, I said, Myra, how do you do this? How do you keep calm? And she goes, I have to. Because if not, if people see fear in my face, I'm going to have 150 people behind me with fear. I said, well, my love, you were outstanding because you really kept it together. And I based my own insecurity. Like, you know what I did? I swear to God, if Terry was down here now, on my phone, I'm texting my wife, my sister, my son, and my nieces and nephew going, okay, the important paperwork is in the drawer
Oh my
upstairs in the
goodness.
left. This is my social security number in case you forget. These are my passwords. By the way, Joey has most of my passwords. And my sister's like, stupid, what are you doing? I can't believe you're doing this, right? And I said, yo, it's the honest to God truth. Like, yo, sometimes I got 3 minutes to plan before I'm gonna make sure I get it out there.
Jeez. We're talking about one of the safest ways of traveling is via an airplane.
I'm 58 years old, and in my head, I'm gonna live till I'm 95 at least, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, yo, I still got a long way to go. Like, don't take it out on me now.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, I had to, like, and it was funny. So I needed to laugh, and then I had my so I was like, one of my former students who he's like, I can't even say he's my former student. He's 40, he's gonna be 44 next Sunday. So I've known him 30 years exactly, right? So he calls me father, has always called me father. So he wants from me my Superman ring because he loved my dad. My dad and him were like this. So on it, I'm like, make sure Ralphie gets the ring. Just like, you're stupid. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I had to, because it's nerve-wracking, especially with all this crap happening.
Yeah.
You know, and the day before I took off, there was a plane cut off in front of another one, and the guy had to divert and go dive back up.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, that was at Midway or O'Hare.
Midway,
I can't remember.
Chicago.
Yeah. Did you? I listened to the recording of that. That pilot was so smooth with it. He was like, "All right, guess we'll just go right around." As he was landing, he was like, "All right, guess we'll just go back around," and he like just pulled up. I was like, "All right, smooth operator."
Do you know what? You could tell he wasn't Puerto Rican because a Puerto Rican would say, ¿Qué carajo, coño, puñeta, what the? Vete pa'l carajo, desgraciado. And a lot of hand gestures while he's trying to pull the plane back up. So, oh my God. Yo, you got mad people here. Everybody.
All right.
Here.
Let me go through these comments. Joe,
yeah, you don't want to pull a sledge.
First of all, you were first. Yeah. Oh, no, we're not pulling a sledge. Don't even come at me like that. Thank you for coming on time. I'm sorry. My flight was delayed, but then it wasn't because then it, like I said, it was a whole thing. Okay. Rodrigo, if your flight is delayed more than 6 hours, hope you're right. Oh, okay. So absolutely. First of all, I always book my travel with my Ritz card. There's very infrequent times where I use a different card. So that's a card I put all the $5.60 on at any time. But to your point, I always travel with essentials. Maybe one of these days I'll go through what I keep in my travel backpack, but I got snacks, I got an empty water bottle, I got games, I have everything. So I'm always ready for, a bad outcome or a longer time than I expect. While we're talking about this, Rodrigo, I just wanted to show, I use Flighty. Joe, do you use Flighty?
No, I heard you talk about it the other day. No.
Okay, let me pull this up. So it's a phone app.
When I fly, I use the Bible to read and pray. So terrified. Flighty would make me more nervous. Just the name of it alone, Flighty. It's like,
you are something else. Let me share my screen. Everybody, don't even listen to this.
Yo, you know what's funny? My boy who works for United literally just texted me, "Stop talking about plain-ish."
Okay. All right. So I think y'all can see my screen. Yeah. It says Flighty Friends at the top left. Joe, can you see that?
Yeah, that's cool though.
Okay. So I'll teach you how to do this. Don't even worry. That's why you got to keep younger people in your life, Joe. Okay. So Flighty is an app on your phone, and I think it's only available for Apple right now in the Apple store. But what it does is it connects to your, I'm not sponsored by them. I just like it. So I want to just throw that out there. If anyone is looking for someone to sponsor, I'm available. So, all right. Flighty though. Flighty connects to your email address, and it can connect to TripIt. If you have Concur, really anything that you have that has all your travel itineraries. And what it does is it takes all that information and puts it in this nice little format here. Now there's other views, but I didn't want to show y'all where I'm at today. So overall today is March 9th. I've taken 14 flights. Here's the distance. And I like these little facts. Like I just find these very interesting.
That's so cool, though.
Almost one time around the world, which is cool. You can see I was delayed 56 minutes across these 14 flights, and it even will go into detail about why. Was it weather? Was it, maintenance? Was it whatever? But normally, outside of today, if you listen to my story about how I almost got left behind when everyone else was on the flight, it will tell you when flights are delayed before the airlines notify you. So that's really why I like it. There's a free version and there's a paid version. I don't know the difference between the free and the paid, but I do pay for it.
What does it cost? Do you know?
It is, I think it's $50 per year, or you can pay for a lifetime membership.
That's not
and
bad.
I think that's $250. Yeah. So I
always. Yo, that's fire. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, yours says you almost made a trip around the world. Yeah. Mine would be a trip around the Bronx with the number of times I've flown. So 10 miles, whatever the hell it totals. But that's fire. That's a cool setup. So if you use Google Flights, or if you have other things that track, it would use those things.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So if you have multiple email addresses, or maybe like in my case, right, I have my personal email and then my work email. So I connect both of those, and it just, I don't know if it's scanning your email, but it automatically pulls your itineraries.
I mean, that's cool. Scary, but cool.
Scary. But again, I like it. I don't know. I just like facts like that. And I like being able to share like obscure facts. So
that is so freaking cool.
Sean, what's up? I'm trying not to be like Sledge. I'm chatting today. I didn't even want to speak, but thank y'all so much for being here. 38 people. Guys, just emotional day for me, for a lot of different things. And this is bringing, I don't know, some light to my day. So I appreciate
it.
Yeah.
Namaste, right? Namaste.
It really is. It really is. So
you got this.
Mike, thank you. Jay, what's going on? I know you're going to Hawaii soon. I need some pictures. Don't even try and discriminate. I need pictures. All right. Question here from Rodrigo. Key, maybe Joe. What was your experience like booking preferred hotels with Citi points? Good cents per point ratio. All right, Rodrigo. I love the question. I'm going to start with the last thing first. I don't care about cent per point. You're not going to hear me talk about it. And here's why. I'm going to stay at the most convenient place for me, regardless of anything. And when I can do that with points and not cash out of my bank account, I'm going to do that. With that said, preferred hotels are boutique properties. So these are typically, like I've seen, $300+ per night hotels. Really? My experience has been actually pretty good. I actually booked a week-long trip for June for someone. And all in all, very good experience. Easy transfer. It was pretty much instantaneous, right? By the time I hit transfer and then logged into my my choice account or my preferred account, all the points were there. And also what's nice is you can even book with your choice points for preferred hotels. So they have a partnership as well. So if you have those points, it's kind of like a 2-for-1. But great ratio. If I'm remembering correctly, it's 1 Citi point equals 1,000 Citi thank you points equals 4,000 preferred hotel points. So great value. And like I said, I haven't stayed at the property yet, but easy experience. They did call. They sent me an email because I wanted to book a block of rooms, even though I booked mine with points, and they were very helpful. So good experience. Joe, you have anything?
I've never, I always tell you my biggest weakness in this whole credit card game is the redemptions. I doesn't matter. As long as I can get it, I'm gonna do it. Which is probably counterintuitive, but I don't go crazy with, oh my God, I can get 3.5 with this or 4 for that. Yeah. I haven't used Citi. I have the Citi Strata Premier card, waiting for the Elite, but Citi has a lot of great partners. So why not? So that's the plan now. Obviously, when they kind of take over American Airlines, I might get an American Airlines card to kind of also piggyback on those points and be able to fill that up. Yeah. But Citi, I've heard nothing but good things about it, really. So I think it's a no-brainer. If you have a stack of points, why not?
Exactly. I'm just looking here at I have a spreadsheet that I keep when I'm transferring out points. I've used my Citi thank you points for Turkish Miles and Smiles, JetBlue, Preferred Hotels, a little bit of. Oh no, that's Turkish Miles and Smiles. Okay, mostly those three. And then I've used the Citi Thank You travel portal as well. So that's my experience. But all in all, good experience. And Preferred Hotels, shout out to you all. Very good customer service too, because I actually called to book up locker rooms, like I said. All right, Juan, what's going on, Juan? Appreciate you joining. Appreciate everyone joining. A different Juan. Yes, so glad JetBlue called my cell phone and told me, where you at, girl? We know you're up in here. Sean, is this the Sean that has like 60 credit cards or 80 credit cards?
That's Sean B.
That's Sean B.
Sean B.
Would you be interested in coming on the channel? I feel like we should just go bank by bank and just list off the cards we have. Even if like we don't record it, I would like to just talk to you personally. So let me go back. I've had 94 credit cards in my lifetime thus far, and Sean has more than that. So I love learning from different people about different things.
Yo, if you can get Sean on, because I've asked him, I love him to death. He never misses a live ever, and always watches the videos.
Yeah.
But Sean is like that mysterious guy.
That's
I don't know. He's like lurking in the back, getting more credit cards.
I love it.
If you can get Sean, then I'm gonna know I'm not cuter. And Sean decided to go your route, which is fine. I respect that, Sean. But
I was gonna say something, but I know your mind would be in the gutter.
Imagine both of you to be 200 cards. That's scary.
That
would be fire. That thumbnail would be fire. Just saying. So
cards won't even fit in the thumbnail. That's how many cards.
Hell no. You need like 2 thumbnails.
Joe, it just hit me what you said. Are you planning on getting the Barclays American Airlines card and then having it automatically convert to Citi? What's your plan there?
So I can get Barclays because I have a relationship with them. And actually, the JetBlue one has my largest credit limit. It's like 32,000.
Yeah.
And with Barclays, I also have the Wyndham Business Earners. Right. I've been going back and forth. I like the card Sledge has, which is the executive, whatever, that you get the lounge access.
Sure.
But the $7,000 in spend is the kick in the head for me.
I feel that.
Whereas I think if you get the Barclays one, if you make one purchase, right? Something like that.
The banana card, if you wish.
Yeah. So I'm just like, but right now I'm trying to be good because there's a gentleman that watches our lives and comments, Johnny Ma. And we said we're going to be strong for each other while we try not to take a card until like May or June.
Oh, please. That ain't going to work.
It's only March.
You already got a Delta card. You already lost. You go. you go.
But the Barclays card, I wonder what the real difference is, like in terms of when they do eventually move over to Citi, if they take it. I mean, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but we shall see. Mi gente, hit that like button. Hit that like, because I can't see it on my end, but let's do this.
Yeah, I don't want to mess anything up today. I'm a disaster. So, Bilbo, yeah. Oh no. Yeah, some states don't even do daylight savings time. I forgot. I lived in Arizona for a little bit, and it's a whole thing. Just check the app. Go to the gate. Here's what I've learned today. Normally, I get to the airport early and I just go straight to the lounge or straight to the Priority Pass restaurant. I learned I live at a small airport. I don't know why I never just went to the gate, saw the board just with my own eyes, and then did my thing. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm going to start doing that today.
But you said that in the lounge, it wasn't updated still, so it wouldn't have mattered. It's the same freaking screen.
I guess so, but I should have went to the gate. There's not that many gates.
The gate itself.
Yeah, to the actual gate. You know what I mean? Because I would have noticed, okay, there's a lot of action here. Like maybe we are boarding on time. You know what I mean? I could have used some context clues for that one.
I avoid that like a 19-year-old with STDs. Like screw that. I'm just saying. I hate going to the gate. It's like ridiculous. Like when I go. Okay, how big is your airport? How many gates?
I think there's 20 gates.
So it's almost exactly like the one in Jacksonville. Two sides of it, 10 and
it's
10.
Exactly like Jacksonville,
right?
Yes.
The most I've ever waited on to go through TSA, 6 minutes, maybe, right? There's nothing there. Like it's just the gates. And still in all, when I go in and I see people with their luggage on the line for United or whatever or Delta, I'm like, skirt, going the other. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be on that line. Zero. I don't want to do it. You can't pay me enough.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
So you didn't do anything wrong. You did your normal.
I did my normal routine.
That's it.
My whole normal routine. So
your success rate is like 99%. What the hell? 1%.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The JetBlue premium card. So many good things to say about JetBlue because of my experience today. I'm normally a Delta girl. Yeah, I'm normally a Delta girl, but I think I'm going to start looking to because they didn't have to call me. Come on, there's 100+ people on that flight. I may start looking at JetBlue, as an option here going forward. But the premium card, yeah, that's
what is it? $400 or $500?
Don't even think about it. Yeah, $500 for what?
You know what they did? They took away the priority boarding of the regular card to give it to the premium card because we used to get priority boarding with the card. Even last year when I used them, they took that away.
Crazy. That's crazy.
So what the hell are you paying for?
Exactly. Yeah, JetBlue had my back today, for real.
Big C got that cool picture. Big C.
Let me see.
Big C got that cool ass picture. Look at that.
Dang.
What's going on, Big C?
All right, Big C, I see you.
Yo, Big C's balling in that. No, you could tell. He's just like, don't bother me, bro.
That's his welcoming face. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool. I am in Florida, and thank you for not giving away my location. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna just skip right past that. I appreciate you. We're gonna skip that one. I should have read that first.
That's so cool, though. You see,
I should have read it first.
That is fire. I love it.
So funny. Hello. We got another question. As a solo traveler, is it better to book a hotel for one guest or default to two? So anytime I book a hotel, I always book it to the max number of adults it allows for. Reason for that is if it's a Marriott, if it's a Hilton, they typically are giving you credits and they give it out per person in that room. So sometimes especially with Marriott, you're able to do 4 adults before it wants to charge you more points. So that's how many people I'm putting on my reservation, even if it's just me. Hopefully that helps. What about you, Joe?
No, I was going to say always. Yeah, no. Because here's the other thing, Key. Sometimes you're out and about on a work trip and you might meet some friends, right? So I'm just saying, Key, I'm just saying, all work and no play, right? So you got room now.
Got room for everybody. Yeah. I got 2 queens right now. I got 2 queens. All right, we're moving on. All right, Vincent, thank you so much. Thank you for keeping Joe in line. I really appreciate it. I'm not feeling well today, and this, obviously, I'm just happy for anyone to be here, but to go above and beyond that and contribute, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Chad's here too. What's up, Chad? I'm in. I'll text you. Never mind.
Chad literally sent that 20 minutes ago, Sledge. I mean, Key.
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Xavier, thank you so much.
It's the 1099.
Yeah, thank you, Xavier. Appreciate it. Hopefully your new job is going well. I know it's not that new anymore, but I'd love to hear about it.
I love it, Xavier.
Love to hear about it. Where the super chat, hit the thumbnail up. I think he meant the like. I don't know what he
meant. The thumbs. The thumbs
up. Oh, thumbs up.
It probably auto-corrected poor Chad's thing there, and yeah.
Okay. I highly recommend reading Highest Duty, the pilot who safely landed a malfunctioning plane in the Hudson. Miracle on the Hudson.
Oh yeah, Sully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Sully, the movie Sully?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, he was badass.
So Vincent's suggesting I read that ahead of the Bible. Okay. Just wondering.
While you're on the plane, just bring that out. People will be scared to death. Chad, okay. I turned Chad onto the Flighty app, y'all. So Chad likes it, and I think Chad's using the free version, and he still finds it incredible.
I'm gonna download it right when we get off. I promise you that.
No, you don't have to. I'm just
I am, and I'm gonna get you a Flighty shirt. All right.
Hey, let's go. Headed to Hawaii with my family this month. Thanks. Oh, Jay, you didn't have to say that. I'm happy to help. Thank you for reaching out, and I'm glad I got to meet you in person. Thank you for the super
That's
chat too.
fire. That's fire.
Appreciate it. What's up, Israel?
Yo, he's so cool. Israel took a picture with the merch he bought, and I put it on my community post, and it's fire. If you look at Israel, man, he looks like one of the Latin singers. You know, he looks amazing.
Okay.
What's going on, Papa?
I'm looking at people's pictures now, and is this a picture of a Mustang? So the 1990 and the 1991 Mustang, I don't know what it is about it, but I love those cars. And I think we're close with that picture, or maybe that's a Caprice. I don't know. I can't really tell. Let me know.
I can't tell because it's dark.
It could be a Caprice, but okay.
Now, the 90s was the boxer Mustang body types, the Fox body.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
I'm a big, I like race. Actually, I like all the sports, but I like racing. That's why I was here last week in Florida. I went to the Indy season opener race in Tampa. So,
well, you know what? My house is Joe making friends. My house is 20 minutes from Daytona, and they do in February the Daytona 500.
Okay.
And this weekend was bike week.
Oh,
so if you're into motorcycles.
Okay. Nice. Wow. Yeah, people take so much due care about their vehicles, and I love that type of stuff.
So where I live, the largest Daytona, the largest Harley dealership is like 3 floors. It's ridiculous, but it's amazing,
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So again, book it to the maximum number of adults. So try it with 2, go to the checkout to make sure the points total is still right, and then just keep increasing it. But like I said, with Marriott, it's often 4 people before that changes. In the US, in Europe, it's always just 2 adults, I think, because Europe's different. Okay. Congrats on this. Thank you for not calling out my location again. Thank you so much for that. But anything I can answer here? United, Amex has us both in pop-up.
So can I help with this one?
Yes, of course.
I just got the United card, the club card, and I'm going to tell you right now what that did for me on this trip 2 weeks ago to Florida. Newark is a United hub, one of the biggest hubs. I know that I'm eligible because it says it on my ticket to board and all that they have a special screening area for United that has that, blah, 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 right? Plus, I had a first class ticket. The lady at the front had no idea about anything. So behind her is this giant glass door that says priority screening, but it said Premier 1K and whatever else, global, whatever it was. She goes, "You can't go in there." Okay.
Mayor.
I just went right past her, scanned my boarding pass, and went right to the front of the TSA line.
Okay.
Then down right to the lounge, like literally. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you are looking, and this hack Vincent Pasquale taught me, this card is first of all, it's a pretty card. Second,
it's pretty.
The perks you get are huge. Unlimited lounge access. Right. And then you get the priority boarding and screening and whatever the heck else you're going to get with, when you go with United. So it's expensive, but Vincent taught me this and I didn't know. The card is $500, I think it is.
Okay.
Or $550. $525 actually. It's $525.
United Club card.
But you could spend 30,000 United miles to pay off the bill. So when you do the math, just by using 30,000 miles, this fee goes away. And it also gives you IHG Platinum Elite.
Yeah, I did know that. That's good. That's good. I love when you get
getting 2 status, 2 for 1, because this is the bit. Now this is the business version, because I'm sorry, this is the personal version. The business version is cheaper. I think it's $450, but you don't get IHG status. So the $75 difference, this is how they make it up to you. You get $75 statement credit when you stay at IHG using this card. So it's a wash. So if you're going to get a United card, consider this one if you fly them a lot, because the perks outweigh. I was loving life sitting in the lounge, and the lounge for United in Terminal A in Newark, to me, rivals Amex's lounges.
Wow, said it. The man said what he said. Okay. Awesome. Richard, thank you for joining. Love the channel. Keep up the good work you do. Question. I use my Fine Hotels Resorts credit, because y'all know that I don't love acronyms, on the American Express Platinum card on a Hyatt Thompson property. What is the multipliers? Because I receive points. So why is this? Okay. Couple things. If you already have status with Hyatt, and I'm wondering how many points you got, but typically just for going to a property, you're going to get points, but you're not going to get any multipliers unless you're putting money on the room or you're doing stuff like that, because you're booking through a travel agency. You're not going to get the normal multipliers you would if you had booked it regular, like on Hyatt.com, for example. So I'm curious to know how many points you got, but I'm imagining you got either you signed up for a Hyatt promotion, or you also maybe just got credits just for, 1,000 points, 2,000 points, or whatever it is, just for checking in.
So Richard, I did that in January. I stayed at the Chatwall, New York City, and the Hyatt Hotel in New York in January. I used my FHR credit. They gave me 125 on the property to use, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But I put my World of Hyatt card as the default card to pay the bills at the property. So when I went to the bar, it was on my World of Hyatt. Whatever I charged to the room, it was on my World of Hyatt. And it also gave me, that was my 5th different property of theirs, and I got a free night for it. So when people tell you, if you're going to use FHR, you're not going to get this, you're not going to get that, it's BS, because I got points for the stay. I got an upgrade. I got, an extra free night certificate.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to get points just by the regular spend that I was going to put on the card. Like for parking in New York was $75.
Wow.
So charging that to the room, which then came off of the whole, I was great. So that could be one of the reasons why you got those multipliers. But what I always say is I did it with Marriott as well. I'll book it through FHR, and then I'll put whatever card I have for that hotel, if I have one, to put the charges onto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And I mean, I guess it's possible that you got points. Again, I just need to know how many points you got, and that'll help me understand what happened. But yeah. Israel said, okay, so it is a Mustang. Thank you. All right. Nice. I'm close. See, I told you I like the 90, 91-ish.
That's nice. Nice.
Okay, cool. Nice car.
That's Peter, frugal dad. Wet papa. Dirty Jers in the house.
Love it. 2018 Mustang as a midlife crisis car. I love it.
Yo, Peter, you're not kidding. So more or less at that same time, I bought an Audi A4 as my midlife crisis car. I swear to God. Even though I'm still not in my midlife. We all know that.
You're not.
But nonetheless, yeah, that's a badass car. God bless it.
Yep.
Hope your kids enjoying the hell out of it.
Awesome. Oh, we got some international. Let's go. Love
it. See, and I like what he says there, the Marriott international room upgrades. International, a Marriott does it, the Wyndham Business Earners Card, they gave suites in Switzerland.
I got a pool in my room.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And people think that card is $99. Why wouldn't I pay $99? Just the only thing that sucks about Wyndham is that their points expire. And that bothers me because, if you don't use them, you're going to lose them. But that's, oh my God, Joe. Joe is the best. Joe always, no matter what time we're on, he's on. Joe, thank you for being here, puppy.
Definitely. And safe travels too when you come home. Amazing. Can't wait to hear about the trip. Okay, we're going to answer these last questions here. And then I just appreciate y'all. But Filmo, I'm on live stream with Joe and Sledge next week. Any advice on dealing with their shenanigans? Well, as you see, I don't. I just try and reel them back in with stuff.
She tries.
No, I mean, be yourself. It's I don't know is this Filmo's first live? It might be. I think just get used to the process and be yourself. It's your story. Everyone's story is so different when it comes to, budgeting, credit cards, traveling, all of that. Just share your story.
You know what's crazy? Phil
laugh.
talks a lot of caca, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
Here we
call
go.
Phil out on his caca.
You can't call him out. You got to call
I'm
him
calling
out
him
on
out
Monday.
because Phil makes it seem like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so nervous and I don't know what I'm doing. Homie has his card game on smash. He could school you. He could do like a master's program, all right, doing this stuff. But I love him to death because he is just Phil's gonna be a blast. You're gonna have fun, Phil. You know that, Phil.
Definitely gonna have fun. You're definitely gonna
Don't stress
smile.
it.
Definitely gonna be laughing. I would say make sure you have plenty of water lined up, and because they're gonna have you talking. Don't just expect to sit back. Don't expect to sit back. That's all.
Nope.
All right, couple more here. I was thinking about the United Club card. Oh yeah, okay. Any card that has 2-for-1s should be considered, right? I know some of these cards are getting out of hand with the fees, but the club card, the United Club card, excuse me, the American Express Business Platinum has like 16 different statuses you can get. I think all these cards are worthwhile if you have something in mind. But
Yo,
for you,
Jen, you could hit the description box below for my United.
hey, you got the link
My
in the description.
link for United Club card is right down there somewhere.
Yeah. Awesome. Richard got 6,000 points. I wonder if they just gave you points. I mean, Amex is a little bit different when it comes like the FHR part, the fine hotels and resorts. Sometimes they book that like a normal hotel, and so you still get your status plus the FHR stuff. Whereas if you booked it on Priceline, forget about it. You weren't going to get those 6,000 points.
And you know what, Richard? I think what I learned from all these guys that I never knew before, from Key, from Sledge, from Chad, from Anthony, like Caesar, I always call and add my number, my loyalty number.
Always.
So that when they get it, they're like, oh, we see you're a discoverist, or we see you're a gold, or we see you're platinum, or whatever. Because then when I get to the front, I'm like, yeah, I'm this status, even if I booked it through FHR, because I tell them, look, I hold this status, and the points don't cost them a damn thing. So sometimes Marriott even has a pinwheel that they have you pull as a game, and they'll add 1,000 points or 2,000, right, depending on your status. So that's cool though. Always get the points. You never know, that's halfway to a room, so what the hell.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all, we're at the end of the comments. Last thing I'll say, Israel, you're absolutely right. Wyndham points do expire after 4 years, but again, do not sign up for any card that you can't immediately use points or have a need for, right? Like I would say you shouldn't have a Wyndham card if you're not staying at Wyndham's regularly, because 4 years is a long time. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But
you know what? I got it because I knew I was going to Switzerland and staying. The hotel I stayed at just became a Wyndham property, and I was their first person with that diamond status. And the guy even told me, yo, Key, you go back into your room and they give you champagne, chocolates, fruit, and a beautiful handwritten note just because. What the hell? It was worth it,
Yeah.
Oh, we got to say hi to 34 Skyline. He says, hey, Key and Joe.
Oh, yep. Okay. Did I miss anybody else? I think I went through everybody.
At the end.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
How long after one downgrade to that trash biz green card will I have to wait for another?
It depends.
Sometimes
minutes.
If you're thirsty, you'll get it immediately. Sometimes it's a week or two for the most part, but you'll see it. It'll come.
Yeah. Awesome. Last one is Rodrigo, and then I'm calling it an afternoon here. What's your opinion on the Amex Delta Gold? I like it. I love cards where you can trial them out when it's $0 fee for the first year, and then they charge you in year 2 and onward. I love those types of cards. So that's how I feel about the Delta Gold card.
You got the personal or the business?
I have the business. I've had all of them though. I've had the business and the personal.
I'm gonna do like Sledge. It's your boy Joe back with another video. And so I just got, because it dropped 6 minutes ago.
Yep.
On this card that I got. And I got 90,000 miles sign up for this card.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Big time.
So let's see if we're gonna go, and Key, we'll go chill somewhere.
All right. So we got 50 people here. I'm so appreciative.
Wow.
And I'm most appreciative of Joe, but so thankful for everybody. I was not having a good day, but this is starting to turn me around a little bit. I don't want to just sit on here and chat. I appreciate your 52 minutes that you've been with us thus far. And thank you all. Really, you definitely have made this a highlight. And I don't want to start crying. So, Joe, anything you want to say?
Well, first and foremost, Key, you look amazing. I told you the hair is fire. Your smile is infectious.
Thank you.
I'm honored that you reached out to me. I literally, guys, the hair, I told her I could show you the text. My hair was not done. I said, I need 5 minutes to blow dry my hair. So I did the hair. All right. Key, I love you. We love you. Everybody looks forward to seeing you. I hope you get to enjoy the next couple of days out there. Do you, be you, because you're beautiful inside and out. I love you. Mi gente, thank you for being here with us today. We love you.
Bye, y'all. Be safe.
Peace.